CBS News, this is David Jackson. There may be an 11th hour resolution of Libya's latest confrontation with the West. UN sanctions are to kick in Wednesday unless Tripoli hands over suspected jetliner bombers. The BBC's Matt Fry in the Libyan capital reports hints of progress.
A last-minute solution to the current crisis between Libya and the West could be found in a Libyan compromise offered to the United Nations. After completing 2 hours of talks with Egypt's President Hosni Mubarak, Colonel Gaddafi said that such an offer had been discussed, but gave no further details.
In any event, Gaddafi says Libya will cut all contact with the outside world 24 hours before UN sanctions are due to take effect. He calls it a period of mourning for 41 Libyans killed in the 1986 U.S. airstrikes. The European community arranged a ceasefire among rival ethnic groups in the newly independent Bosnia-Herzegovina. It's to start at midnight, and within 24 hours, all heavy weapons reportedly will be placed under EC control. That, at least, is the plan. There is no truce in Azerbaijan. Shells flew anew, and from Moscow, Terry Phillips brings us up to date.
According to the Itar-TASS news agency, several Armenian cities in Nagorno-Karabakh were shelled again by Azerbaijani troops. Earlier unconfirmed reports indicated as many as 100 people were killed in the attack. The conflict between these two former Soviet republics centers on a disputed region within Azerbaijan's borders, but populated primarily by Armenians. Both sides are using heavy artillery, tanks, and helicopters. A spokesman for the Armenian Interior Ministry said its forces shot down an Azerbaijani helicopter yesterday. At least 1,500 people have died during this 4-year-long civil war. Terry Phillips for CBS News, Moscow.
Russian parliament leaders met with members of Boris Yeltsin's government today and appear to be backing away from political crisis. Yesterday, the parliament denied a Yeltsin bid for 6 more months to let economic reform work, told him to give up the prime ministership within 3 months. Yeltsin cabinet members threatened to resign. Participants, though, in today's session, they say was very constructive. But they don't say just how. White House National Security Chief Scowcroft says Iraq is moving missiles into northern Iraq to a prescribed area. He calls that very ominous and says a new assault on Kurds may be in the offing. He will not rule out an allied military response. The Vatican set today as a deadline for some 100 Czechoslovak priests secretly ordained during communist rule to report to their bishops for official ordination. Otherwise, the church will consider them to have been ordained illegally. Scores of those secretly ordained are married, and the church wants to weed them out. No word how many came forward. This Palm Sunday in Leon, Nicaragua, found residents slogging through volcanic ash to get to church, where they prayed for an end to the 3-day eruption of Cerro Negro. That volcano has been spitting rocks the size of cars. A teenage boy was killed this weekend when ash collapsed his house. At 3 past the hour, this is CBS News.
So, you're Jack.
Sure am. Like my beanstalk?
Gonna climb it?
Yeah, and live up there.
Wouldn't you rather live in a nice house?
How can I afford a house?
Your realtor can help you find the right house and direct you to the most affordable mortgage lender.
Mortgage lender?
Yeah, Countrywide.
Countrywide?
The mortgage experts at Countrywide can pre-qualify you in 15 minutes over the phone.
Excellent. Well, I won't be needing these.
What?
The rest of these beans.
Yes. For more choices of lower-cost loans, call 800-877-LOAN. Countrywide, an equal housing lender.
Knock out the flea and tick problem for good. Hit them with a 1-2 punch from Hearts. Get rid of them with Hearts 2-in-1 Rid Flea Shampoo. Those stuffed bubbles knock out fleas and ticks while leaving your dog looking and smelling like a champ. Follow through with a Hearts 2-in-1 collar. It stops fleas and ticks dead for up to 5 months, even if it gets wet. Hearts 2-in-1 Rid Flea Shampoo and the Hearts 2-in-1 collar. That's the Hearts 1-2 punch. It's murder on fleas and ticks, even ticks that carry Lyme disease. Hearts, everything good for your pet.
Britain's future has more bombs in it. To hear IRA sources in Dublin, they tell Reuters that the IRA has smuggled enough weapons and explosives into Britain to keep its bomb campaign going for months. A big bomb in downtown London Friday night killed 3, wounded scores. The wife of former East German leader Erich Honecker says he and she may leave their haven in Chile's embassy in Moscow after Easter. She says one should stay somewhere only as long as the host can put up with you. Chile's ambassador apparently has had enough. But Mrs. Honecker says her husband will not return voluntarily to Germany, where he's wanted for manslaughter for giving shoot-to-kill orders at the Berlin Wall. The latest World's Fair, Expo 92, opens in Seville, Spain in just 8 days. Everybody ready? Not quite. Then President Reagan managed to secure the largest plot of land for the U.S. pavilion, more than 500 acres, but money troubles put pavilion construction way behind schedule. Even the guides' uniforms weren't ready for this weekend's press preview. This is David Jackson, CBS News.
WTOP News Time, 6:05. It is 66 degrees under mostly sunny skies. Good evening, I'm Jude Lanilli. Here's the WTOP 3-day weather forecast. A shower in spots tonight, mainly south and east of the city, then clearing, brisk and turning much colder, lows in the low 30s. Tomorrow, chilly despite plenty of sunshine, highs 54 degrees. On Tuesday, remaining chilly with variable cloudiness, highs 54 to 58 degrees. Present temperature at National Airport under mostly sunny skies, 66 degrees. WTOP News Time, 6:05. A $30,000 fire has displaced 3 adults and 6 children from their home in Alexandria. Firefighters say the fire started a little after 10 this morning in the 200 block of Evans Lane. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. There were no injuries. Donald Trump is out. U.S. Air is in on shuttle flights along the East Coast.
What was the Trump shuttle is now the U.S. Air shuttle. U.S. Air spokeswoman Susan Young says today's management shift has been a smooth transition.
Passengers will see no difference in terms of what they can expect when they come to the ticket counter here. Same friendly people, all of the employees that have been serving them, such as the customer contact personnel, the flight attendants, the pilots, the maintenance personnel, and the baggage handlers, all of those people will remain. They'll just continue to do the same job that they had been doing before in terms of serving passengers.
U.S. Air has paid $16.2 million to manage the shuttle with an option to buy it after 4 years. Trump lost control of it in a restructuring of his debt. The new U.S. Air shuttle comes with cheaper fares. The unrestricted weekday one-way fare for flights to New York has dropped from $142 to $120. The weekend rate goes from $92 to $60. Passengers heading to National Airport to catch the U.S. Air shuttle should be careful to go to the main terminal. All of U.S. Air's other flights leave from the interim terminal. Karen Gray, WTOP News Radio 15.
WTOP News Time, 6:07. A probe by the D.C. Public Service Commission is now 2 months old. They want to know how local utility companies collect the city's gross receipts tax. It started after the Office of the People's Counsel complained that the utilities are collecting more tax than the law allows. The $50,000 investigation should be completed later this month. The messages kids receive about alcoholic beverages are the source of a tremendous debate.
Commercials take a lot of heat from critics who say they show beautiful people having a wonderful time enjoying alcohol without showing any of the dangers of the product. Sarah Kaysen of the National Council on Alcoholism and Drug Dependency fears that educational messages in schools are compromised by misleading advertisements.
You go into schools and you're telling them that, but then you turn around and the kid sees commercial after commercial after commercial that shows that the reward for playing a good football game or having a great day on the job is to go out and to drink.
But Jeff Becker of the Beer Institute disagrees.
We had this hearing last week on warning messages in alcohol, and there was absolutely no evidence provided that what Sarah just said is true. Kids, advertising does not cause alcohol abuse.
Jeff Becker and Sarah Kaysen join me for a discussion of this subject on Issues tonight at 10:06 here on WTOP. Bruce Allen, WTOP News Radio 15.
WTOP News Time, 6:08.
It's like being hit right below your eyes.
If someone put a needle in your head, it would explode.
My sinus pain just lasts so long.
I can't even wear my glasses because of the sensitivity.
Try Drixoral Sinus, the only sinus medicine that takes sinus pain away right away and keeps it away for up to 12 full hours. And for 12 hours, Drixoral Sinus relieves the pressure and congestion that causes the pain.
The people who make Drixoral Sinus really understand sinus pain.
Drixoral Sinus, use only as directed.
Dr. Alec McMurtry will do anything to get you the best medical treatment.
What's her state of mind? She doesn't want to die.
More.
She hasn't given up.
He teaches doctors the most important part of their training.
The name of this class is the human factor. It's about the emotional part of the doctor-patient relationship.
What his students can't find in their books, they'll find in their hearts.
I don't see a moral question here. This is about saving a life.
Compelling stories of people caught between life and death. The Human Factor premieres Thursday on CBS.
WTOP News Time, 6:09. Now let's check with the weather.
A cold front has moved across the Washington area, and some spots will have a leftover shower this evening. That much colder air will move in beginning tonight. Here's the WTOP 3-day weather forecast. For tonight, a shower in spots this evening, mainly south and east of Washington, then clearing, brisk, and turning much colder, the low by morning 34. Tomorrow will be chilly despite plenty of sunshine, the high 54. Tomorrow night, some cloudiness and cold, low 30 to 34. And on Tuesday, remaining chilly with variable cloudiness, the high 54 to 58. I'm WTOP meteorologist Steve Marville.
And current temperatures at National Airport, mostly sunny at 66 degrees. At Baltimore Washington Airport, mostly sunny at 64 degrees. At Dulles, mostly sunny at 62 degrees. Now here's the WTOP marine forecast for the tidal Potomac and the Baltimore Harbor to Patuxent River. Winds north at 12 to 22 knots tonight and 8 to 16 knots tomorrow. Visibility is unrestricted. Wave heights a foot or two on the lower Potomac and 2 to 4 feet on the Chesapeake Bay. Now here's the forecast for the Northern Virginia mountains, including Skyline Drive. Clearing tonight, brisk and much colder, lows 29 degrees. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and chilly, highs 47 degrees. WTOP News Time, 6:10.
NTW is celebrating its 21st anniversary with big birthday.